favor. Yeah. Bob. Just a little bit that way. Just a little.
I hope you didn't unplug.
That's GMS CHICAGO Elders. Just a little bit. A little bit more. There you go. That's good right there. Okay. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic check. Mic check.
You good, Pops? You good, Pops? Excuse me. Which one's yours?
The only one good.
Count down 1 2 3. We're live.
It's good. Somebody double check the elder. Double check the elder. Mine's fine.
Yeah, you straight.
All right, check Elder Malcolm's.
Okay, we good over here.
Is Young Malak down here?
Nope.
Is Young Malak down here? All right, somebody's on point. Make sure Young Malak is on point.
Yeah, the microphone on point.
What did he say you did?
Okay, all right. Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Yakakwadash.
Double honors unto our apostles, double honors unto our elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers out there that's doing this work with truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. Right. And to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, right? The tabernacle of David that is ordained to be the ruling class people here on earth, the new government, the new heavens that will be here on earth, set up by who the world fraudulently and falsely calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right, that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen nations. They have the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black only thing. All right, and to the few Akwaf, meaning the sisters that are listening and learning, we give a sincere shalom, and we're just going to go into that we're at the end of our 400 plus year Holocaust. That's right, man. And Deuteronomy 30 and 7, because what you're now starting to see is open Edomite on Edomite violence. As I was watching a video with the Apostle Gabar and two of the elder bishops, Elder Taz and Elder Ainat, elder bishops. It was very edifying and very motivating, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I hated it when it went off, because I was doing stuff at home, but I was listening to it in the background the entire time, and the level of wickedness that's been done unto us, nothing can measure up to it. Right. Nothing. And when I saw the video of them removing, how they have the president ordered them to remove that stuff over in Philly. All right, trying to whitewash history, because I remember a time when so-called white people were very proud of their domineering, of their imperialistic colonial behavior,
manifest destiny,
and the fruits that they got as a result of it. They once were very proud. Now they're ashamed of it. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk in their school. Even call it CRT. It's not theory. You can't call history theory. How the hell do you get off calling an actual factual theory. Events theory?
That's right, brother.
That don't make sense.
Absolutely none whatsoever. All right.
That's crazy.
I got a precept.
Bring it out, brother.
This is Daniel 9 and 11.
I got it.
We all got that.
Get that Deuteronomy first, brother. Then bring out that Daniel.
All right, I got Deuteronomy right now. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Well, you got Edomites that are afraid and panicking now, and now they're starting to see and understand what Jake was actually going through.
Yes.
Is it 5 where it says when they shall turn, because this is why this is coming to pass now. It says when they is it like 1 or 2 verses up, it says when they shall turn and serve their power with their whole heart. It says when we shall return, man. So Jake is basically coming back to this.
Yeah, that's verse 6.
You got street Jake arguing about scriptures. But at least they're talking about the scriptures.
Yeah.
And
that's what they don't understand, that when the Lord says, the Lord, the people of the Lord, even if they're in good standing or not good standing, all of us are still the people of the Lord.
Right.
Irrelevant. if we're good, in good standing or not good standing. Because even the worst Jake, even the worst
That gangbanging Jake bringing out scriptures.
yes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or even when the popo come get him and get him in under them lights, and he's like, I did it, and Pokey did it, and Ray Ray was with us too. We have a spirit within us where we can't help but be honest and be truthful, even in our debauchery. You know what I'm saying? So it's different levels. I'll go up and read that again in Deuteronomy 30, and I'll start with 5. And the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed.
And how could that be another people when you got a pink city?
Come on now. Come on.
All right, when you have rallies for the right to rape. Okay? When you written in your books that you can do sexual acts to
Babies.
to someone as long as they're under 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Under
As long as they're not
Yeah.
man. Right.
As long as they're under 3 or they're not past 9, some weird
That's
mess.
so wicked ass. Yeah, no scripture gives that provision.
But I've read that in their book.
And it's
Right.
all mud.
That's crazy.
All right, in the T Mud book. Well, go ahead, brother.
To love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, and that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
And see, what's happening is the remnant, okay, because this is all about the remnant right now. It's not about all of Israel until after the remnant is saved out of the said calamities that are coming upon us. All right? So it's all about the remnant, and the remnant are waking up.
That's right.
The remnant are calling on the name of the Lord. The remnant are turning back.
That's right.
All right? The rest of Israel, they're already lost. All right? They matter of fact, there's no way around it. They have to get death by pain.
That's
All right? So all this, what Esau's going through, Esau's experiencing a purge on themselves right now.
That's right.
I've been saying for months they're getting ready to start pew-pewing each other.
That's right.
And that's exactly what you're seeing.
Yes.
All right? Bring out your scripture, brother.
You want to break out that?
Yes, the Daniel. Con, this is Daniel 9, and I'll start at verse 11. It says, yea, all Israel has transgressed thy law.
You started 10.
Con. This is Daniel 9 and 10. Neither have we obeyed the voice of our Lord our power to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yeah, all Israel has transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us. The curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him. And he had confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us great evil, for under the whole heaven hath not been done as been done upon Jerusalem.
Right. So there's no people, there's no group of people that exist in the earth that can measure up to the pain and suffering that was done to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right, brother.
Right.
When you take into account the 500 years, actually, the 500 years of suffrage under the imperialism, we're talking about rape of man, rape of children, rape of women, rape of old, all right?
Rape of heritage.
Rape of heritage,
Culture.
murder, burned alive, eaten, whipped, bones broken, worked to death, starved to death, shit upon mouth, hung from trees,
Rigor of
From within a day.
all manner of mercy, and this went on. It's still going on.
To this day.
All right?
And I was going to say, and all this is a result of our disobedience to our God and the curses that he put upon us. Can I read the same thing in the NLT?
Absolutely, brother.
Because in Daniel 9 and 10, in the NLT, the New Living Translation, it says, we have not obeyed the voice of our God, talking about us, the Israelites.
That's right.
For we have not followed the instructions he gave us through his servants, the prophets.
Which is the only reason Esau Edom is over us.
That's it.
All right?
He would have
As,
no power
as a
outside.
child, I always wondered, all right, as a child, I knew how mighty my people were. All right? I knew how mighty the natives were. Okay? I knew how mighty the so-called Negroes were. I was watching sports. I was watching basketball. I was watching boxing. All right? I played sports, and it baffled me. How in the hell did this slow, weak, pathetic man? And now I understand. It was divine intervention. The Lord, it was given unto them. It wasn't anything that they done. And you can even take that back to Alexander. The Lord was with him because Esau had to come into power.
That's it.
All right.
It says there is in that Romans 13, there is no power but of the Most High God, who gives anybody or anything the power that it has.
So he put this weak, pathetic, base man over us.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a part of his whooping stick.
Who was extra wicked, and he did extra wickedly, and that's the problem. He went above and beyond what he was supposed to do, and now his sins have reached up into the Lord of Sabaoth.
Yeah. So back in this Daniel chapter 9, verse 11 now, in the NLT, it says, all Israel has disobeyed your instructions and turned away, refusing to listen to your voice. So now the solemn curses and judgments written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, have been poured down on us because of our sins. You see, it's been poured down on us. Okay, and that's why verse 12, it says, you have kept your word and have done to us and to our rulers exactly as you warned. Never has there been such a disaster as happened unto Jerusalem, as it happened unto the Israelites. And so these curses that has happened to the Israelites, all right, is now going to be turned to y'all, because real quick in this Deuteronomy 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 12, it says, now I beseech those that read this book, talking to you Israelites, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge these punishments not to be for our destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. It's for our moral improvement that we're going through these curses and this disaster that we've been going through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and all these atrocities that have been committed against us, in these heathen nations that have lorded over us and devoured us and done all these things to us. But check it out. Verse 13, 2 Maccabees 6 and 13, it says, for it is a token, a sign of his great goodness, the Most High's great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time but forthwith punished. All right, when wicked doers. So when we, the Israelites, his special chosen children, when we done wickedly, he don't suffer any long time but forthwith punish us. He punished us right away. That's why in Amos 3 and 1, it says, you only of all the families of the earth will I punish, because you are my people. You are my children, right? But going back to this 2 Maccabees 6 and 14, it says, for not as with other nations, all right, the heathen, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish till they come to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us. Right. You see, so once we are done with our punishment and the curses that befell us, the curses are going to now go unto our enemies, our oppressors, because they have done all manner of wickedness and have yet to be punished. That's why the scripture says in that Ecclesiastes 11 and 8, it says, for sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil, because they haven't got punished. Yeah. But time now, all right, that it's time for them to get punished, because our punishment is almost about up, and their punishment is starting.
And all those nations that helped Esau, they're feeling it too. And they're feeling it from Esau, and now they're ready to turn on Esau.
That's right, brother.
Because in you nations, you're not innocent. Right. All you people, all you Elamites over there, was it the God with all them arms, Shiva? You worshiping elephants, and rats in temples, and all kind of weird shit.
Yes. They left up a cow's butt to go ahead and get a shower. And over there, the Hamites.
Right. Yeah, them Hamites over there. Yeah, exactly.
All manner of heathenistic ways.
Right, hunting down baboons. You don't eat monkeys, fool.
Right.
All right, so, and then Moab and Ammon, they eat all kind of shit.
Exactly.
If it moves, it's food. If it moves, it's food. You're right. They worse than ham. Meat is meat for real with ham.
Right. Like the elders in Dallas was saying, they was reading that Sirach chapter 6 and talking about put your head into the yoke of wisdom, right? And it says how, wisdom saves you from yourself, right? You're, in the restrictions of this, law, statutes, and commandments, the wisdom of the Heavenly Father saves you from yourself. So I was just thinking about that's what we're going to do in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to save these heathens from themselves because we're going to, they're not going to be allowed to,
go the fuck off.
They're not going to be allowed to
for long periods of time and this, that, and
well, no, they're not going to be allowed to exact their heathenistic way anymore. We're going to break them from that.
We will show them that.
And when someone does, they ratting that nigga out. That's it.
Oh, exactly.
All right, because the rain not gonna come. I don't know how the system's gonna be, but members of the elect gonna jump on a chariot, a float, or what do you call it?
Well, with Jonah, the heathens knew something was off because they were getting saved. They're like, shit, the heathens knew with Jonah.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, bro, somebody
was going on.
Yeah, somebody's dirty.
Who in here? There's something here because
and they gonna bring that nigga forward right by the ear. This nigga right here.
And throw him overboard. And then they apologize and say, look, man, we don't know because you one of them. But just in case, we tried.
No,
but we
what is it called? Telepathy. Well, here it is. We gonna know everything. We gonna know what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? We gonna know, all that. So,
right. So the nigga in the blue did it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You just thought the thought.
Right.
You told.
I need nothing else from you. Ain't even open your mouth.
Didn't even open your mouth.
It's like no.
Come here, fool.
Come here.
Yeah, you come here. You come here.
Now, speak what you just thought, so everybody can hear. You know what I'm saying?
Now you want to speak it? Hold on, boom, pop up. There you go. See, you thought it.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Your life means.
That's it. And so here it is in the kingdom. Now that's why in that second entrance it says, "For wicked deeds shall bear no rule."
That's right.
It says, "Good deeds shall be a force," huh?
No, I said right.
Oh, I thought you said right here. I was
No, I said right. I got a precept, but
you got something though?
Yeah, this Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right. See, when the righteous people, are in authority, has the power of the earth, well, the people that's being ruled over, they ultimately rejoice.
That's right.
You see? But it says what?
But when the wicked beareth rule,
when the wicked is in power, has the power of the earth, then the people do what?
The people mourn.
And that's what people doing all over the world. Is a mournful state, so much so there's protests, uproar, sedition, and people even unalive themselves. All right,
and they've been doing it. Exactly. There's been a lot of suicides, and Edomite women are turning on their men and divorcing them, and they're really mad about this MAGA thing.
That's one of the biggest telltale signs of the downfall of a people.
So it's happening. Yep. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of videos on the subject matter. All right, and so what I want to do, I want to switch it up a little bit.
I think, could he bring out his quick precept he's been holding?
You got who holding the precept?
King Malak.
Bring it out, Malak.
Use Lamentations 4 and verse 22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished.
Woo!
Daughter of Zion.
You see, the daughter of thy punishment. We just was talking about in that second Maccabees how don't be discouraged for these calamities that you judge these punishments for our moral improvement. It's a work being done on us, man. But this work that's being done on us is ultimately going to be complete. And this is what the brother is reading right now, how our punishment and us being on the bottom and us going through all these atrocities and all these things being committed against us, which is a part of our punishment that we well deserve.
Was all prophecy.
Right.
We had to deal
it's
with.
all prophecy, but it's all prophesied that it's going to end as well. So go ahead, brother.
He will know.
Read from the top again. I'm sorry.
The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
See, so our oppressors, the number one enemy with a bullet, Esau, Edom, all right? It says now this is about to come over unto you.
All right, and when you look at what's going on the internet, since the men of the Lord, since the apostles and the elders went live on the YouTube, we've been discovering their sins ever since.
That's it, man.
On a daily basis. And the Lord put a spirit on me. That's all I do. I try to do, and the Lord brings me right back.
That's right.
So at this point, I stopped trying. It is my lot to just bring out. I understand that now. I really do. It is my lot to just bring out the evidences against Edom.
It's so
I
bad.
tried to bring out 5-minute videos.
It
ain't there.
5. So about 3 hours of that.
There was a book that I picked up my first year in the church. And I still have that book, and I did a lot of lessons with that book going back about 14, 15 years ago. Because I bought that book, probably in 2008, and there's one particular story that stands out. And a lot of stuff that brothers talk about is in that book, and it's called a hidden heroism. And one of the books in there was about this one slave owner named Thomas Thistlewood. Mm-hmm. All right. And basically, Thomas Thistlewood, one of the punishments that he would do to his slaves, because he had slaves that picked sugar cane. I believe he was in Cuba. Okay. I think he was a slave owner in the island somewhere, and I believe it was Cuba. It wasn't Levi. So yeah, and what he would do, the slaves are hungry, so sometimes they would eat a potato or bite a sugar cane, and if he thought that they had done that, what he would do is he would tie them down to the ground in prone position and have another slave shit in their mouth. Damn. All right? And that's right there in the book, man. There's some cruelties done in that book. Now, we ain't gonna do no fetish mode weirdo shit like that. Yeah. But you best believe Isaiah 33 and 18, we're going to dream up and imagine with a holy mind ways to inflict harm, pain, and fear upon you every day. You're going to make our 500-year Holocaust look like a cakewalk. Look like a walk in the park. Like I said, there is no event that took place in the history of mankind that can even come close to what we as a people have been through and are still going through.
That's what the Bible says.
And to the fact that some of our people, they so messed up, they don't even know they messed up.
Damn.
That's when you really destroy the people.
So fucked. That's when you really messed up.
You didn't know. You didn't really mess the people up when they can't even fathom that they messed up anymore. They just think this is the way it is.
They think it's cool.
I'm not impressed.
Right.
Damn. All right.
What are you talking about?
You got a social security number and a birth certificate. Fool, you are oppressed.
You're a commodity.
All right. Exactly.
Well, you're a commodity.
You have to
You're
have
talking stuff.
where you in captivity and you think you free. You in the
Mind
rat.
fuck.
You
That's
in the
a mind
rat.
fuck.
Man, when
That's
you
a-
in the
If you free, nigga, get on the boat and just go to Cuba. See if you can make it.
No.
Go to the airport and just decide, I've never been to Canada. I'm just gonna fly to Canada. If you don't have and if you don't have a passport, matter of fact, why would you even need a passport if you weren't free?
That's right.
If you were free,
If you were free, you wouldn't need a
right? You
passport.
wouldn't need a passport.
Hey,
You're not free.
Exactly.
Okay?
Passport.
I got that for you.
You get that, and then I want you to bring out some of those accounts that we talked about, that you found.
This Isaiah 33 and 18. Thine heart shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver?
Right. So we shall meditate terror. I've been meditating terror from the day I woke up.
That's it.
There's something called a wall.
That's it.
When I go to the kingdom, you're gonna find out what the wall is.
That's right.
Bring it out.
And it's gonna be fun for the Israelites, but it is not going to be fun for you heathen.
Now you know how the scriptures say that Esau can't go to sleep without coming up with some madness.
That's what we gonna be doing.
The same,
Yeah.
we're gonna do the same thing in righteousness. And I was telling all this about a week ago. I said, man, I'm sitting up there like, I can't.
Yeah.
Hey, bring me the 2/3 children. Come here, kids.
And I'm
Come
gonna
here,
have
kids.
a dark forest.
Yeah.
All right. And that dark forest gonna be some Vlad Impaler shit.
That's beautiful.
All right. And it's gonna be Edomites and their children.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's we talking about some dark ass Brandon Brightburn shit on your ass.
And it's only righteous
Right.
because right now we don't see the depth of what Esau has done. Even to this day,
Right.
Week in and week out, a new book comes up, a new account comes up of how far Esau went to put
that delectable Negro
Yes.
was something new to me.
Yes.
I heard that for the first time a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, they ate us.
Fucking
They,
meal.
they chopped up our private parts. They pickled them. They fed it to us. They ate Nat Turner, man.
Yeah.
They
They
ate
sure
him. They literally ate him, hoping to get his power, man. There's chairs that go back from the era that got our
And there's records of all these things.
Right.
And you know, so the thing is that if your president can go order to have relics in history removed from a wall, all right, removed out of classrooms, removed out of the history books, and it's not being taught. All because what was the statement that they said? Let me find it.
Okay.
Let me run to my receipts real quick.
I saw that too. They go into different relics. I remember going up top to different sites with the elders, and they'll show us different, spots where they had the whole boards of whatever. They're taking all those boards of our history and the slave things that we went through. They're taking them down.
Can I give you something, Elder? Just because y'all brought it up.
Can I read this first?
Okay,
It says, take action as appropriate and consistent with applicable law to ensure that all public monuments, memorials, statues, markers, or similar properties within the Department of Interior Justice do not contain descriptions, depictions, or other content that may inappropriately disparage Americans past or living.
There you go.
They're trying to hide what they've done.
Yes.
All right, they don't want they don't want the truth to come out about how they get, because now what's happening is that children are learning the truth about their forefathers. They're learning about their foredaddies, and then you got this they're mad because they feel like they've lost a generation. This white shaming. First of all, there's no fucking such thing as whiteness. That's some shit you made up and created. Okay, this is about Jacob and Esau. You guys are the Edomites. All right. And guess what? There's going to be chocolate covered Edomites because you guys were raping lots of chocolate people. Okay, women. Okay, so it's not a color thing at all, man.
And that's the dominant gene anyway.
All right. So the point is that the nation of Edom has to pay for what they have done. Okay, and that's why. And so, like you said, the president said had this statement made because it's disparaging. They don't want any images because it's disparaging of the past or the living. So in other words, he's just going to give out some more pardons to criminals.
That's it.
That's exactly what he's doing. While arresting people who are not criminals and deporting them, doing it the right way, people showing up to their court hearings, people swearing in. And then you just, what the fuck? All of a sudden they kicking in doors and snatching people, and you in a swearing in. Matter of fact, and that should be a crime within itself. For people to come running into a federal meeting like that, where you gotta having an official swearing in of citizens, and then people kicking the doors and start snatching people. What kind of shit is that, man?
Madness.
All right, waiting for people to get off hospital beds. You barely coming out of surgery, and they slapping cuffs on you.
I got a scripture for you.
Bring it out, brother.
This is Sirach 41:7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake.
And that's what it is. So they're embarrassed. And then, and women, like you said, this is the first sign that the nation is falling because women are the first ones to, what's the word that I'm looking for?
They trend. They follow.
It starts with a C. Conform. Women are the biggest and the first conformists.
They conform to fashion.
And so all of a sudden, there was already this obsession with Jake.
Jake was already an accessory.
They put us on. They put us on the blocks and had us stand up there naked. they women was like, yo.
So the thing is, man, there's already been this
fascination.
This fascination.
There you go. That's a good word.
With Jacob, and now you're giving them the perfect excuse because I watched like 4 different videos a day of white women trying to explain why they're going to divorce their MAGA husbands,
Right.
and all the excuses they gave for their racist behavior in the past and how they're fed up with it. Then I saw another video with Lisa Cabrera, and all these Jakes is mad that white women are trying to join the Black Panthers, but y'all not trying to wake up though.
Oh yeah,
right.
Saw that.
They're mad about the Black Panthers and giving all these breakdowns and shit. The Lord is not coming back to save the Black Panthers. He's coming back to save Israelites, man.
That's right.
Okay?
Facts.
Black Panthers are not important at all.
Dang.
All right?
They part of 2/3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You remember how you said about the atrocities that were done to his body?
Yeah.
basically it says that after they did
Talking
it to
about
that-
Nick,
Not
what about
Nat Turner?
It says basically they took that as a custom after that. Now I'm gonna read it because I was looking at the term coin purse. Esau, being the fanboy that he is,
Wow.
he uses the term coin purse for his ball sack. So you can only imagine. Now let me read to you what Esau admits that he did. It says the association between coin purse and black slaves primarily relates to two distinct historical contexts. They confirmed one as to use the skin of the executed rebellion leader Nat Turner to make a coin purse, and the existence of abolitionist tokens and artifacts. So after that, that's when they started taking, like Jake says, the woman's black breast, would dry it out and make it into tobacco patches, tobacco pouches. Okay. Then this coin purse, like I said, Esau uses that as a nickname for his ball sack. So you can only imagine. It says that they took this custom as a token for when they would mutilate slaves. It says,
why don't you gather up a coin out of my coin?
coin, right? Exactly. So was it?
Probably want to show
Have
his-
you ever seen them? Have you seen them bogus ass coin purse? You know, you ever seen them?
They nut sacks. They nut sacks.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
I
he
only
said.
seen like old ladies with
And what,
coins.
and what is it? It's like this. It's
Yeah,
two
yeah,
tits.
With
It
drawstrings
was two.
on it.
And then
With
the
drawstrings
and
the
a
little
drawstring
clip.
on the
Yeah,
top of
yeah.
So
it.
you, so Esau doesn't have to tell you. You know it. Like it's like a fill in the blank. Why would he relate to a coin purse?
This damn
Nasty devil.
man. This damn devil.
He want to walk around with somebody else motherfucking nut sack
Oh my damn.
with money with coins in it.
Hey, no, you said he had the tobacco with a titty. Give me one of them titties over there.
No, and for real, because that was the native women and the black women.
Sad
You know
I
what I'm
had to
saying?
get rid of this one.
Right.
You know, I had to
I
keep,
could fit in the whole pouch.
I had to keep something as a memory. I kept something as a memory.
I had to keep her titties. With this, I'm telling you, boy, they got a lot to
Get
pay
too
for.
awesome. He said sad.
Side note, huh?
These,
was it
Tuskegee.
Experiments and shit.
And they did it in Guatemala.
They did, and
they
they
did
ran
it
that
down in
shit.
Guatemala too?
You know
I'm
what they
not
did?
shocked.
Look, so Elder, you know what they did?
Oh yeah, you talking about the Tuskegee thing.
Yeah, they
The
ran
syphilis
when they-
experiments.
When they ceased to doing it here, they took it straight to Guatemala.
They took it to
Exactly.
Guatemala. What they would do is they would rent lady of the night houses, and they would basically have. They would infect the women that were giving out the cheap box. They would infect the soldiers that they would give the money to do the test runs to, and then after years, they basically took cameras and filmed the effects of not treating syphilis and letting people live with it without treating it, man.
And-
Esau has always had you as a guinea pig, and you niggas love Esau, man.
And you know what? And like I said, you said that, and I worked at Inglewood Health Center, and they had these different motherfucking things and whatnot down there in the STD clinic where they would open up the book and show you the effects of this shit and warts and shit. And all this shit be on-
But they never showed you who was the subject to that, and that was Jake, because in basically in
So that's how
Guatemala,
they came up with the
that's why they would
with the-
scare you, because they're like, look what's gonna happen if you don't treat
Exactly,
syphilis.
absolutely,
what do you
absolutely.
call this stuff they used to shoot you with? Penicillin.
Penicillins and all that other stuff.
All the-
Yeah, but yeah, and they, like you said, that Tuskegee thing ran from like the 40s up until the 70s.
And in the 70s, they took it
They
to
were studying
Guatemala,
those
and
people
they
the whole
just
time.
took cameras. There's Jakes that can't see. There's Jake they're born blind.
Yeah.
Esau has always used you as a lab rat, and he's worse you in the worst ways, because basically what they did is it was basically a penny harlot house. They would give you the penny,
They give you the
you
money.
take the penny,
her.
she take the penny, feed her village, and come back down,
Exactly.
and then her children would then be participants of the same experiment cycle, man.
But this is
It was a
one
vicious
dirty.
circle. It was a
This
vicious
is one
circle.
dirty individual,
But
man.
this is the white
and
man.
we haven't even mentioned the Jim Crow and the redlining and the FHA. So he's gonna read some of that. Let's go ahead and go down the list, brother.
Can I read one thing first, then lead into this?
Absolutely, brother.
All right, because the elder is right that it was more than 400 years. It says the Atlantic slave trading of it's supposed to be Israelites began in 1441.
Yeah, and let's get this look. 1441. And call and do you know? And the transatlantic slaves was the Israelite slave trade. And the owners of it are the JOOs. The people,
That's right.
the cars are deniers are the people who orchestrated this whole thing.
That's right.
All right.
So they could have been the ones on the ship.
They
They could have been the ones
they
on the ship
couldn't have been-
going.
And they didn't have yokes of iron around their neck. They were putting the yokes of iron on people's necks.
If I may, real quick,
Go ahead.
Jewish slave ship owners.
Mm.
Woo! Oh,
Name of
shit.
ship: Abigail, Aaron Lopez, Moses Levy, Jacob Franks. The name of the ship: Crown.
We're talking
Isaac
about
Levy.
the history of the 400 plus year Holocaust of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are collectively the Israelites spoken of in the Bible,
The
not
12
the people
tribes.
that's over there now.
Isaac
The scholars
Levy.
know it. Their scholars know it. The whole world knows it. All right. You just got BlackRock owns every goddamn thing, and they're trying to protect their lie, and you look really stupid trying to protect it at this point. It's way too much evidence against you. Read.
Isaac Levy and Nathan Simpson. The name of the ship: Nassan, Moses Levy. 4 sisters: Moses Levy, Anne Eliza, Justice Botch, and James Abrams. Prudent Betty. From the owners were Henry Kruger and Jacob Phoenix. Hester, Mordecai and David Gomez. Elizabeth, Mordecai and David Gomez. Antigua, Nathan Marston and Abram Lyle. Betsy, William D. Wolfe. Polly, James D. Wolfe. Whitehorse, Jan D. Sweets. Expedition, John and Jacob Roosevelt. Charlotte, Moses and Sam Levy and Jacob Franks. Caracal, Moses and Sam Levy. And the list is long. I'm going to stop it right there. It's so-called "You Wish You Were Us" names that were all, what you call it? It was not the true Hebrew. It was that Yiddish shit. And those are the names of the majority of the ships. And you can go through all antiquity of the slave ships and the slave ports, and the slave ports and the auction blocks were closed through all "You Wish You Were Us" holidays, man. All right, they were the main conductors and runners of the slave trade, and that's facts.
So it says once again, take action as appropriate and consistent with the applicable law to ensure that all public monuments, memorial, statue markers, or similar properties within the Department of Interior's jurisdiction do not contain descriptions, depictions, or other content that inappropriately disparage Americans, past or living, including persons living in the colonial times, and instead of focus on the greatness of the achievements and the progress of the American people with the respect to the natural features of beauty, abundance, and grandeur of the American landscape, as if all the American landscape and of that grandeur and abundance of American landscape didn't come from these slave.
That's right.
Didn't come from these actions with all these Jewish-owned slave ships. How you gonna promote one and not promote the other? You just gonna promote the guy who's standing at the end of the battle, but you're not gonna see what happened in
The whole
battle.
fight.
It makes no right. And so when the children ask them, well, you won the battle, who did you beat?
Right.
How do we get this land? Well, we just acquired it somehow. I mean, how the fuck you gonna tell this story, man? So you just gonna, lie about it, make it sound good?
He's like in the
You know?
third week.
Wasn't nobody here.
No, he's like in the third week of November. We got together.
Yeah, and
with
then all of a
some
sudden,
Indians.
all these brownies
Go to
just started jumping on boats and coming over here and giving themselves to us, and they helped us, and
They came freely.
you
They
know.
said we wanted
And
to work for you.
then the other brownies, they just gave us their land, They conveniently moved in the middle of deserts and shit where nothing grows and no
Oh, you
water.
want that?
We couldn't understand why they did that,
We didn't even like that place in the first place.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Yes. If I could play this real quick.
Christian,
Oh, listen.
you have to go look at who owned the slave ships. And guys, people, they'll do everything they can to tell you it wasn't Jews owning the slave ships. It was the Jews owning the slave ships. I checked. I looked through the logs, not just the conspiracy stuff. Go look at slave ship logs that are available. Go look at the registrations on the ships.
And this is
Go
not
look at
anti-Semitic.
who was in
This is
control of
this
the
is
ports.
truth.
Charleston,
That's
South
Esau
Carolina,
telling
New
too.
Orleans, and St. Lawrence. Those were the big three. Those were the big three. And that's where most of the slaves were coming in. The southern plantation slave holding culture was not a Christian southern United States thing. It was a Caribbean Jewish way of life. You have to go.
That's it. That was it.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I think I may have used it. But go ahead, brother.
I got two lists, but I'm gonna read this one first. It says one, Tuskegee syphilis study, 1932 to 1972.
He's reading the crimes and the list of the evidences of what so-called white people have done.
Yeah.
All right, the suffrage that they caused in our 400 plus year Holocaust, which we're still in. And the water Yahweh, we're coming out of it. Go ahead, brother.
God. It says Tuskegee syphilis study, 1932 to 1972. Black men with syphilis were intentionally denied treatment even after
Israelite man.
Oh yes, Salakia. Israelite men with syphilis were intentionally denied treatment even after penicillin became the cure. Researchers studied the progression of the disease instead of providing care. Number two, J. Marion Sims. How you say that word?
Genocidal, psychological
Yeah,
experiments.
yeah. On enslaved Israelite women, 1840s.
Don't even worry about it. No, read.
Oh, okay. Salaki. It says Sims performed repeated painful that were genocidal.
Genocidological.
Yeah. Surgery.
That's a tongue twister.
Surgeries on enslaved Israelite women without anesthesia. Damn.
Yeah.
Women could not consent their enslavers. It gave permission.
Yeah, and matter of fact, that it'll mess you up, but the common saying for them to justify what they were doing is that the Negroes' pain tolerance was higher.
Right.
So their pain tolerance was high, so it's okay. You can do it to them. They can take it.
Yeah, we was classified as 3/5 of humans, so
Okay.
they didn't classify as
Yeah.
humans.
Right.
So that's another
We
part.
weren't
of it.
humans either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But go ahead, continue.
Number three, non-consensual use of Henrietta Lacks cells, 1951 to present. Present, like today. Henrietta Lacks cancer cells were taken without her knowledge or consent. Her cells, Hala cells, became the foundation of modern biomedical research, generating billions in value. Her family received no compensation for decades.
So they took cancer from her body and then used it to make money, and she got nothing for it.
Right.
Family didn't get shit to this day. Wow.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. It says number four, experiments on enslaved people in early American medicine, 1700s to 1800s, which we know that's to present. It said enslaved Israelite people were frequently used in medical experiments because they had no legal rights.
So let's pause it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the reason why they want to digitize everything.
That's right.
Because you can just erase this history with the push of a button. All right, it's on the internet now.
Okay.
So if you get rid of the hard books, that was that Fahrenheit 451. I still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah.
Hey,
Where they were burning all the books
Yeah,
and stuff.
gas movie.
But I do remember what was the one with Tay Diggs and Christian Bale when you couldn't have, they were giving them the medicine so they wouldn't have feelings and emotions,
Oh wow.
and they were burning all the art and the relics in the books. It was a really good movie. It was like
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
And if you get caught with them, you get.
If you get caught with a book, you get put to death.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, because they had a gun kung fu.
Yeah.
They used pistols for some sort of weird ass martial art. They did. But yeah, that was
Martial art with pistols.
Yeah.
If I could play this,
They did like just imagine the hand trapping of like Wing Chun Kung Fu.
Right. I got that part.
Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, the way they do that hand trapping.
Right.
They did that with guns.
Keep each other from shooting each other up close.
Yeah, right. So they would be in these gun battles right in front of each other.
Wow.
Or they would be in it was cold. They would be in these gun battles and they would just kill everybody in the room. It was cold.
Okay.
It was cold.
if I can play this real quick.
But go ahead, brother. That's a good movie to watch though.
Right.
Not just for the entertainment.
Right.
But I just used that in my lesson. But it was a good movie to watch, not just for the entertainment. It is entertaining, but it just showed you the cruelness of Esau and the cruelty of his medical, the way he had everybody in a drugged stupor.
That's right.
All right, but go ahead.
So the American Park Service started removing a slavery memorial in Philadelphia that was meant to honor the 9 people who were enslaved by George Washington. The removal of the commemorative plaques was ordered by Trump and his Interior Secretary to get rid of disparaging materials from Independence Hall ahead of America's
That's what my notes were
250th
from.
birthday. This is related to the executive order Trump passed last year called Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History, in which he also attempted to
Wait,
remove the slavery
restoring
exhibit from the
truth
Smithsonian
and sanity
ahead of
back into American history. So there were no slaves. There's nothing to see here.
Right.
That's what he's saying. All right, he a piece of shit, man.
Goodness, this
He saw
motherfucker's a
something
liar.
else.
That's like that.
Father
Slaves? There
of
were
it.
never any slaves.
That's like that. Men in
My
Black
Negroes are
thing.
free. They're basketball players.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's a good
Talk
point.
to me here.
Yeah, they run the
Right.
organization.
Right.
Hey, Ebony, Jack.
Exactly. They're actors.
I got one in my
Malcolm,
cabinet.
Malcolm, he just said that. That's like
All my best friends are Negroes.
that's like Jane.
Obama.
Hey, that's like Jane K saying, "Focus here," and they hit the fucking switch
Men in Black.
and take your memory and
Pretty
shit.
much.
Yeah.
That's some J&K shit. You're right. They put on the dark glasses and hit the light. Well, go ahead, brother.
Order Trump passed last year called Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History, in which he also attempted to remove the slavery exhibit from the Smithsonian because he said the museum focused too much on how bad slavery was. Those exhibits are still on
Damn!
backlash and legal battles. Philly has already filed a lawsuit to have the signs put back, saying that Trump did not engage with the city and does not have the city's approval to make unilateral changes to the president's house exhibit. But make no mistake, this is a propaganda move, and it shows us just how thoroughly the Trump administration is trying to whitewash American history.
Again.
Can I say this? Just like he's trying to do that, he's about to be erased, man.
That's right.
When after 1,000 years he going into slavery, he's gonna be erased.
Well, he's being shamed.
Yeah, man.
Right.
He don't realize he's the laughing stock of the earth right now.
He is.
He's so stupid, and the people that help him are so stupid. They don't realize
Oh yes,
that
yes,
that little
man.
piece of shit, Stephen Miller, and his ugly ass wife. I'm gonna slap the shit out of both of them so bad. But the thing is they don't realize Christy Nome, all of them. Okay, they don't realize how frowned upon they are by the world
The
community.
world.
Even other Edomites
Yes,
are
sir.
looking down upon them.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's not just us.
How would they complain
Okay.
about ungodly father if they didn't?
Exactly.
They're complaining. Now, every time I went overseas,
You got a war criminal in charge of America, and you got a war criminal in charge of Israel,
Mhm.
and then and by default he's in charge of America, because if you don't think that the Israelis are calling shots here in America,
something wrong with you.
I just
Something
did
wrong.
a
It's
sit
funny
down
you
on
say
that.
that because
BlackRock
I
is
took
running
it down.
everything, and they're all JOO.
That's
Yep.
right.
They're all Khazar deniers.
Even in Davos, they told in Switzerland, they told Netanyahu that if you come over here, they gave a
A
formal
blanket
letter
statement. Let 'em know.
to the Israelis. He said, if you come over here, Netanyahu, we're going to have to arrest you for
Yeah.
IGJC court.
Well, they're being ran out of the world.
Yeah.
See, this is how you know they're not the people of the Lord.
Ooh.
Because when the people of the Lord go back to Israel, they will dwell in peace and safety alone. Thus saith the Bible.
Right.
All right. But
And all
these
nations will
people,
flow into
but
it.
you remember that little
Yeah.
bitch, my money,
Hey.
right?
They-
It builds your country. You little bitch.
Yeah.
Look, they're being disenfranchised everywhere. In Thailand and China, all throughout Asia, in India, they do not want to
They
deal
don't
with
want
these
to
people.
fuck with you.
And for some reason, Thailand has become a hotspot for Khazar deniers. They just love going to Thailand all of a sudden. So that's like and then they're going there and they're springing up businesses and illegally, all right, and stealing money from the Thais. That's what they do, man.
That's right.
You know, I had clients here in Chicago. You know, they own some stuff. All right, I'm not gonna say anything because it revealed too much. But I remember how she was always inviting me because you know she wanted me to
She was
run
wanting
me.
bread out.
But she was always inviting me to her you know, that Friday night make believe Shabbat. You know, it's not every Friday night. It comes whenever the moon changes.
The new moon,
Right.
right?
Thus said the Bible. And then she was just always inviting me to stuff. and then especially when she became an American citizen, you know, she's having a big party. She said, "You got to come," you know, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, you got this big ass business with American employees, all right, mostly Hispanic, but American because I mean she got hit hard with the you know, with that thing. And then you got a concealed carry, and you're not even a citizen.
Ain't that nothing?
I'm like, how the fuck is this going? You're not a, you know, and I'm not saying this I'm just thinking this in my head. Like, damn, you're not even a citizen. You got this big ass successful business. You got these big ass trucks all over the city that everybody done seen. All right, you see the name on the benches everywhere you go. You got a concealed carry,
And you're not a citizen?
and you're not even a citizen yet. How the fuck you do that?
Hey, Elder Malcolm. I was gonna say, Elder Malcolm.
I'm like, damn, you must know people.
I was gonna say.
Maybe I should be coming to your house.
That's it. Hey,
But now I get it. Because they really do, they run shit here in America, man.
That's right. Hey,
this system is set up for them. We done learned about that whatever that word is, you say how you get the interest-free loans and all that stuff.
Right.
All the welfare that's going to them. Now you understand that they get every child is born, they get a certain amount of money in their own bank account plus their mom's bank account, which they get when they're 18. So they millionaire status by the time they even
they turn 18 and the guy was they were doing a survey on the street and they got a bunch of them young guys, the short temple curl guys together and was asking, yeah, right. Got them and they was asking the question that, well, if it's so poor or whatever.
No. See, I know where you're going. It's a specific north of New York. There's a specific community that's one of they said the most poorest or one of the most poorest counties, cities.
But none of the men go to work.
All of them, all of them,
Exactly.
They have all the average for everybody is 7 kids. So they got majority have more than 7. For the average to be 7, and all of them on welfare, all of them on Section 8. They're paying their mortgages, they're paying their rents, and the whole night.
They go to private schools too,
and
all that shit. And they got free health care.
Yep. And they said, "How you
right here in America?"
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And Americans can't even go get their teeth fixed.
Yes.
Bruh.
You said that like it's personal.
Pops is in our camp. 2 weeks.
And that's how deep it goes. And then they had another report that showed you that there's other programs that pay for your whole, not only your rent but your mortgages, and they take all of them. And here go Jake and regular Edomites and the regular
who serve the country.
Yep.
Jake who been in the military. Jake who made a career in the military. Jake who's been in your law enforcement, your fire departments, your postal services. You know, did these jobs. They can't get none of that. All right.
They don't even haven't even heard of it.
Okay. Slavery. They won't even get that to other Edomites. Other white folks can't even get that.
That's it. But they got it.
And you think that they're not controlling your shit? You stupid as fuck.
And if you apply it, you wonder why you get denied.
The problem is too many people are waking up to that. That's why they're angry about it.
That's right.
Because they're exposed.
That's right.
Right? Because if you pull up one video on Instagram. On the subject matter,
that shit a cycle.
It's gonna give you hundreds of them.
There's a cycle on
all right, it's gonna give you hundreds of people making complaints, and not just complaining, but showing you receipts. All right, they giving you receipts,
But it's theory.
Letterheads and it's not anti-semantic either. It's fucking truth, man.
That's right.
All right, so not only that, did you make us suffer physically? We're suffering mentally. And we're suffering because we got to work for everything.
That's right.
All right? Where certain Edomites don't have to work for any goddamn thing. All right? And that's the only reason why so-called white Americans are angry at the JOOs, because they know this now.
That's right.
They're not it. Welcome to our world. Welcome to our world.
That division, I'm going to tell you too, that whole schism between between that star that they use. What do they call that star?
Of David?
Moloch. The Moloch star and the Nazi symbol. I keep coming across stuff where they're infused together.
That's right.
And now I have an image in my phone of a dude with the Israeli flag, but he got a big ass Nazi tattoo on his calf.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Azov battalion. I just find it strange. The Azov battalion, that Israelis was supporting the Azov battalion and I was like, this whole Ukrainian thing. I'm like, why are the Israelis supporting that and giving money to that and sending troops? And I'm like, because Azov battalions are Nazis. So it just let you know that, this particular event that supposedly took place, it just makes you wonder what I guess they needed a bad guy in order for somebody to be a victim. But I just find it strange that these people are running together now. All right, because now all you got all these white racist militias with them SS signs and wearing coats and stuff, SS style coats, all in the Ice Cube gang. Right? But you also have Israeli IDF. Make it make sense. Why is the IDF and so closely related with Nazism now supporting it? If they so hate them so much, and they just hate Kanye and that song HH, they just so hurt and so it's somebody's acting.
Hey, aren't those people still getting paid off of that Nazi shit?
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's just odd that they're running together now. Let me give you a receipt. I know I got it. Let me find it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
This supposed to be your arch enemy.
Then he blew it up.
The irony. Look at this motherfucker. Look at him. Look at his leg.
On his calf?
Yeah.
Look at the flag. What the actual? What? Oh, hell
All he need to do is throw the salute.
So just to prove that I'm not just talking here.
Right.
And that's just one of many. That's popping up all over the place
Right.
now.
And that ain't Photoshop. That ain't AI.
No, that's right.
Exactly. So they can't say that.
So if this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Somebody, and you can Google and search and find all this stuff. But some Americans ran into some of those Ice Cube gang guys.
Whoa.
Off duty, eating with their mask off, and they had all the SS
Swastikas
on their necks, and because the Ice Cube gang is hiring known Nazis and
Swastikas
the same thing that they claim the FBI is against. White hate groups are being hired into the Ice Cube gang.
Yep.
And I just find that interesting because they're being taught and led by the IDF. And then image like this pops up with a guy rocking that flag with the swastika on his leg. It make it make sense, man. Esau. So what's happening is that the religious bullshit is getting pushed to the side, and the Edomite shit is that now we're Edom. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what you're seeing. So you're seeing Edom come together against all the other nations and against Jacob.
Yeah, the origin of the swastika actually goes back to Jacob.
I'm sure it does.
Right here it says the African origin.
He's talking about.
Of course, they say African. They say African origin of the swastika. It actually goes to
I thought it was Elam, but
it was us, and they steal everything from us, and then they corrupt it. But they got it going back to the so-called African tribes, which go back to Jake that we was over there, and they steal everything.
Interesting.
They stole everything.
Water, sun, wind, soil.
Right.
So that's some earth, wind, and fire shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Mixed mud.
Yep. And they steal everything. They steal everything.
Well, I can believe it because there's really not an original bone in Esau's body. So everything he gets, he's mimicking, stealing, or appropriating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
All he, like you said, all he did was create the patent office and steal everything.
I mean, if you go back into the so-called Limba tribes and so forth, different tribes over there that came out of Africa. You got the Louis Vuitton symbols.
Yeah.
You got all your Fendis and all those Ferragamo. A lot of those symbols come back to all those tribes and their garb and their dress.
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
That's how. And matter of fact, all the shirts with the crowns and the coats of honor and so forth. All that came out of Jake. and now they got multi-million-dollar industries selling that shit.
Yeah.
Because it was beautiful. It was beautiful style that Jake came up with, and they stole it.
Yep. Y'all want me to still continue with the list? Or?
No, but somebody else had a list too.
Did you have one?
Did you have one, Jeremiah?
I did.
Well, you know what? Why don't you get 2 Thessalonians? You got something a lot?
You said get 2 Thessalonians.
2 and 8.
Yep.
Or 2,
Gotcha.
the second chapter.
All right.
Read all the way down to 8. Well, what you got,
All right.
Malak?
This is St. Mark, chapter 4. This is St. Mark, chapter 4 and verse 22. For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, that it should come abroad.
That's right. So all these secrets and all these lies that Esau Edom, very good precept, young brother. But all these lies that Esau Edom has tried to sweep under the rug, you know, their rug been pulled back. All right. You know, you walked in the room and everything was. No, so you saw this big ass hump under the rug.
I was thinking the same.
You pulled back the rug and the flood of truth came out.
Like a cartoon flood.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. And you seeing all the things that they didn't want you to know.
That's right.
Hangings, rapes, buck breaking.
That's right.
You know, all you said all kind of shit, man. And you know it's time for Jake. It's up for Esau. The movie Sinners won in every category.
That's right.
16 nominations in every category it won, man.
Wow.
And the movie was great in my opinion. The movie was
On the Oscar release today.
no, I just saw a story on it. I don't know what it was. I just happened to see a
I
video.
don't think he won the award.
But he may not have won it, but the movie won everything. And it was nominated for everything. And nothing had never been done. And the fact that it was a horror movie about vampires and Black history kind of, you know, so-called, it was,
Yeah,
it was,
the 20th history.
but
here in
then he
America.
played two people, so he should have personally got all kind of awards.
Oh yeah.
But you know they was hating on him. Plus he was smashing a pretty white girl too. They
No, yeah.
It says
but they got best supporting actress, best makeup, best acting, best song, best dance, best dress. It won in every category, man.
It says
never has a horror.
Except for the leading actor.
It says Oscars are a record 16 nominations. Oscars nominates Sinners, setting a record of 16 nominations.
That's never happened before.
Wow. That's
So it's
crazy.
Jake's time, man.
That's it.
All
And
right.
for the record, the little white chick in Sinners was really a Jake. But anyway.
Right, so it didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
a record 16 nominations, which should never.
Yeah, so but the fact
Ain't
that
never
they got
happened. Ain't
the
never
fact,
happened.
and they're
Never.
probably not going to give them all that stuff
Right.
when it actually comes down to it. But the fact that they got nominated for everything is amazing. That's a win in itself.
Not only that when it comes to Oscars time, they replay these movies. New movies don't get pushed out in the new year because they play all the movies that are nominated. So even if Jake hasn't seen Sinners, it's being put right back in the forefront for Jake to go see that shit if they haven't.
And Esau was hating on it at the end because all those white nationalists got put to death.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't like that part. You know, they didn't like seeing the Klan lose.
Right.
They still
Right. They
like
okay with the Klan doing their dirt.
And winning.
Yeah,
when
but
they
got the gun.
when
Got the
it's
gun.
20 Klansmen and one guy,
Oh, that's
or
perfect.
20 Klansmen and two guys,
Mhm.
you know, they good with that.
Right.
But you know, they didn't want to see some guy take out all them, you know,
With that
all
Gatling
them cowards,
gun.
you know.
Now you can make me want to watch it again.
The movie was fucking accurate. The movie was so good. I instantly, soon as
Seemed like a time.
it came out, I bought a hard copy of it.
Beautiful.
So because I like to collect. I like to have shit.
So when they decide they want to
Right.
release some
But
shit,
but
I still got
But
it.
I actually went and bought a hard copy of it. That's how much I was impressed with the movie.
Yeah, that was wrong.
And the soundtrack was off the chain too.
Mm-hmm. A couple movies came out.
And I believe that weird ass dude who played the Irish dude, he was also in this. The 28 Days Later. I believe that dude is Jake.
Yeah,
Man.
AJ all day. Oh man, he had Cheeks too. It was two Camaro and then singing and doing all this stuff. No, that was Jake. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why that's the reason why, like the brother Ed, man, everything that you've done in secret is coming back out now. You know, this is
Including that time period,
mm-hmm.
because when you know, I'm not gonna spoil the movie for it, but I'll put it this way: he bought. For those who haven't seen it, is this, you know, I don't think this is a spoiler alert, because this won't change anything about the movie. But all I can tell you this is that the Edomite that sold him the movie, sold them the building that they turned into a nightclub, was a Klansman.
Absolutely.
All right.
Right.
And he sold the place with the intent of coming back and taking back by violence and killing everybody that was there.
Dang. Sound like Esau.
I won't tell you that. So he knew that they were gonna have an all-night party, and his plan was to let them get nice and drunk and sauce, and come in there come there early in the morning when they all leaving, and have them a nice little killing. So I'll just leave it at that. All right, that was their plan.
You know what though? Isn't that Esau's MO? And all the way back to Esau himself. He sold his birthright, then wanted to come back and get it.
And then turn around and say, you stole it.
You sold it.
Yeah. How not stealing when you sold it?
Right, yeah.
And if you were so righteous, when the father came and said, hey, he was, Pops, I actually
sold it, man.
My stuff. No, he supplanted me twice.
Right.
As it's not named a supplanter.
No.
Nigga, you a liar. Yes, your name the liar.
He was supplanting, you the liar.
No accountability.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, like a female.
I've done that in lessons many a time. He went in there to receive a blessing that was no longer his.
Exactly.
You sold your birthright. You sold it.
For red meat.
All right. You sold it. So it's not, and I always use the analogy of a used car. All right. Say you got my favorite car is a Mustang.
The Mustang.
All right. 67 Mustang.
Oh, and that's an automatic, just so you know which one we was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
I know I did the same thing.
It gotta be a stick, man. But anyway, but that's my favorite car. Beautiful car. It was actually my first car. My first two cars were both 67 Mustangs. First cars I ever owned. One was a coupe, and the second was a fastback.
No sir.
All right, but nevertheless, say I sold that car because I wish I had those cars right now. But they would be, especially the first one.
Yeah, a couple $100 grand.
The first one would be
easy.
But nevertheless, if I sold that car to the man across the street, it's his car now.
Right.
So I'm in my garage, cleaning up my garage.
Got an extra set of keys.
Find an extra set of keys, and I want to run up the street to the store real quick. Decide I'm gonna run across the street and just start it up and go to the store and come back. And Justin then I leave 2 minutes later. He come out like, "What the fuck is my car?
That's right.
It ain't my."
So he reported stolen.
Right, so the police rolling, and how you going? It ain't like it's a whole lot of 67 Mustangs rolling around. Right, it ain't gonna be hard to find.
Not at all. They stand out like a sore thumb.
And I'm like, wait, I got the key. I'm like, well, this is not your car. Was this car registered? You know, well, I sold it. Well, it's no longer your car, sir.
Hey,
so Esau, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is a thief. He's a liar. He's a murderer, right? And you are going to be held accountable for all these atrocities that you have committed upon our people.
And
you will not get away with this.
He showed up here saying, "I discovered you." How the fuck you discovered me?
So guess what? We gonna go knock on some doors in some of these rich neighborhoods.
You've been discovered.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, may I help you? I discovered. We just discovered your ass. So
you're not the Lord of the manor. But guess what? But your female is fine.
Right. So you just need to, what do you mean you've been discovered? Pink? You've been discovered, nigga. You figure it out. But that's what they did. Is that not what they did?
Hey, they did.
Let's be real about it. That's and they did it very violently.
Hey, they try to do it now again.
In some cases, they came bringing gifts and bearing gifts and wine and cheese. Well, thank you, sir. Pink.
Right.
And they try to do
or they befriended you and then they took your shit.
And what did Christopher Columbus, who they call Cristobal Colon, who they call Christopher Columbus, say? He said, "Let it be known that I did not put down my sword."
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah. And Bartholomew de la Casas wrote that in his journals too. That Colon said that. Cristobal Colon was the real name of Christopher Columbus, for any of you who may be watching and did not know.
That's right.
All right. You have something, brother?
Yeah, there's some fools on here talking about he stole the blessing, and I was just going to clarify that he didn't, Bottom line
What
is,
Bible is that fool reading?
no, it's some JD clown, and I deleted the fool, but just to clarify,
Romans 9.
Yeah, exactly. Romans 9 clearly tell you, you know what I mean. Somebody grab it right quick. But I was going to the Hebrews part, Hebrews where he explained that Esau is not going, he didn't steal nothing, and the Roman 9 clarified that he
Go ahead
didn't
and
steal
bring it
the
out,
blessings.
brother.
This is Romans, it's Hebrews 12 and 11. It says, "Let there be any fornicator, profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meal sold his birthright."
Right.
You know what I mean? Point blank and period. He sold his birthright. And then
And that's the end of it. So
Right.
you going by what some lying ass bootleg pastor told you.
Exactly. Right.
Some Sambo ass pastor, and you a Sambo yourself, bro. Stay off my comment board, bitch.
I deleted this goofy butt. You know what I mean?
Let me read it in
Hey, what
there.
stands
Get
off
the, the clarification for Romans that he didn't steal a blessing either with your dumb ass.
This is Romans 9:11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh Shem Yahushai according to the election
His
might
purpose.
stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
So it was the purpose of the Lord to put by Esau. Somebody can grab that.
Yep.
To put by Esau and choose Jacob, man.
Yep. That's right.
Okay. And how did that happen? He gave Esau the mind and the heart, mind, la'ab, same word, all right, to sell his birthright for some half-cooked meat. Meat that still had blood in it. It wasn't even done.
Raw.
Right.
That's what he likes.
He's like, no, nigga, a little blood on it, throw some salt on that shit. This shit busted.
Hello, Tata.
Right.
So in the spirit, it was already Jacob's. It was just that.
So how did he steal it? And
Right.
how you gonna say
He
that?
sold it.
All right. But when Esau says it in Genesis 36,
Right.
he's lying.
Exactly. That's what he
So
does.
for you so basically you're
You stand on the line. You stand
You
on the
standing
line.
on the line, not the truth, JD.
and dismissing all the other scriptures that say contrary-wise.
Right.
This is 2 Ezra 3:16. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau.
Fuck
and so
you.
Jacob became a great multitude. So he just put by Esau. He's like, let's go put this to the side. Put him to the side.
Hey, take this and get down the road, man. I ain't fucking with you.
That's it.
He did that to Ishmael. He said Ishmael and Hagar up the street.
Absolute. There you go. Exactly. So it ain't like that was new to Yahweh. You like, hey man, you take this shit and get the fuck down the
He
road.
said the older will serve the younger.
Absolutely.
Already commanded.
Already
The Lord already
commanded.
said in
Hey,
Moses.
This goes back to the scripture saying he sold his birthright. Once it was sold, it was sold. There was no other evidence in the scripture that he re-got it back. So when it came time, he said, "Are you going to supplant me now again?" No, nigga, you sold it.
And that brings us to where we are.
Right.
We're at the time when Esau's about to be put by.
That's right.
Okay? Get
The
that,
water.
get
The
that
water.
Thessalonians and somebody go to 2 Ezra 6.
I got it. 54.
Yeah.
The 2 Ezra 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also.
No, start at 6 and 7 first.
Right. Esau's the end of the world.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Message. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. So Esau's at his end, man. And Jacob is why do you think Esau's acting an ass? Shooting his own men and women in the streets.
Right. Hey, and if I may say, in that very same scripture, at the very top, it says, before this, before that, before this. So basically,
Absolutely.
before
The setup.
day one of time, the Most High thought of everything.
In the beginning.
Right.
The setup.
In the beginning.
So this was in the Most High's mind. So this is how he planned it. He said, I will do all my, all my counsel, all my pleasure.
Yes,
You
right.
see?
The
This
setup.
is not according to what they did good or bad, but according to the purpose of the Most High God. And his purpose had been his purpose before day one of time.
Hey, didn't Rebecca inquire, and the Lord said, 2 manner of people was gonna come from your up top.
Wow.
So before the kids was even born,
Right.
the mama knew. Okay, this is the breakdown on this shit.
That's it. That's it. He said the elder shall serve the younger.
Period.
This is what is going to happen.
That's why So she had no fear when she told him, go put this on, do this. Hey, yeah, you Jacob, we supplanting his ass. And you got my blessing doing
But
it.
check it out. If Esau was on the up and up,
That's right.
he would be like, "Oh, you know what, Pop? I sold it. All right,
He ain't gonna do that
I
shit.
sold it to him.
Exactly.
It's his. You know what I'm saying? So no, don't worry about it, Pop.
And for them, not,
Right, or he just would have asked for a secondary blessing.
Yeah.
And said,
Oh,
look, it
absolutely.
ain't
On the
mine.
honest
But
tip,
he
on the honest
wasn't.
tip.
He wasn't on the up and up. Let me read this
Exactly.
real quick.
Exactly.
This is Howard Stern will put this one up. This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare.
Mm-hmm.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So he's gonna have no seed, no nephew. There's gonna be no males left for the Edomite race to continue, man. All right, and then and so your women just gonna get bred out, and then them that are left of you when that time comes, they go into the fire with you anyway.
Let's go.
All right, to the big barn, to the Edomite bonfire. Get that 2 Thessalonians. All right,
why they get that? The fact that
let's read 8, verse 8.
the fact that
Matter of fact, just hold it. Salaki, brother.
it's okay. The fact that when Esau and Jacob made that deal when they were young men, and it waited to the Lord, to his father, getting ready to pass for them to come out, shows you the debauchery of Esau Edom, because he was a straight up nigga. That would have been told to Pops way before close to his death. He was, I sold the birthright, so it's going to go to Jacob.
Right.
I sold
Yeah.
it. He hid it for all those years, and then tried to take it on his father's deathbed.
Well, he had the same spirit
Of Cain.
of Cain, because he
Yeah.
was Cain.
Yes, sir.
All right, and he came back and he did the same shit he did before.
That's right.
He lied to the Lord, man. He lied,
Again.
all right?
That's right.
Because the Lord said, "Where's your brother?" The Lord already knew the answer.
Where my brother?
Well, my brother, I don't know.
I don't know where my brother's keep. I'm supposed to be checking on him all the time.
You believe this shit, man? Don't you know your brother back? We'd already faced off in
Right.
in fucking heaven.
So and he told him, man, your brother's blood has already cried out to me. He'd already talked to me.
He got back, stood in front of me. My brother killed me. Ain't that some shit?
And he did some sneaky behind the back shit.
No.
He didn't look him in his eyes. He probably was just minding his own business and just saw a flash and he was gone.
Right? And then buried him and all that.
That's
And
it.
act like he didn't know where he was. So Esau, Edom, hey, look, you Edomites got a lot to pay for.
Absolutely. Fucking absolutely.
Go back to that 2 Ezra. That's gonna be the last one.
Oh, okay, guys.
Want me to go back to the 654?
Yeah, Barbecue shop.
This 2 Ezra 6, and I'll start at 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing,
Did you hear that, Genesis?
but be like unto spittle.
Did you hear that, Genesis? Now, they can get in the kingdom now. Though.
Maybe they don't believe in the Apocrypha anymore. That's not, that's
Just
not
like
part.
Paul.
It's not part of the Bible, right? So then the Apocrypha got dismissed with Paul.
Yeah, man.
So the sound doctrine went out the window?
Yeah, the Paul. They dismissed Paul a long time ago. You ain't know, bro.
Yeah, no. I knew.
But yeah, go ahead, brother.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Now that was all, and they dismissed Paul because it was a part of their cult of personality, wearing hats. And
the long hair.
And the long hair. That's why they dismissed Paul, because they had to find out a way that they can keep wearing fitted hats.
While they do lessons.
And keep and keep long hair.
That's funny.
Hair past their shoulders, because there's nothing wrong with you having some braids,
Right.
you having a big old fro, but when your hair starts going down past your shoulders, man, that's just too long hair. And being I would just say humbly but truthfully a specialist in combat, all right.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Having long hair is a detriment to your physical safety.
Where the head goes, the
You
body.
know, for a man to have long hair in combat is not a good thing to do, man.
That's right.
Because someone who's who's lesser than you could actually dominate you simply by getting a good grip on your hair and turning your head.
In the NFL, you can still have anything that hangs off.
Wrap it around your hand one time. That's
too,
it.
but your neck It's not as strong as you think it is.
Break that alignment.
And so once your alignment is broken, you can't get
Your
it back.
equilibrium is gone.
Your strength, everything is gone. You don't have no more balance. You have nothing, and it'll be easy for someone to just start damaging you until you can no longer defend yourself.
In the
And
NFL,
we see it every day on YouTube
That's right,
with these dudes with these dreadlocks and these long ass hair, and they be getting snatched by their head, and they can't control it, and they're just getting pummeled.
And then swung around. One nigga just swung around like a merry-go-round.
Yeah, so they're gonna learn to cut them. You wait till the ICE is going to grab a lot of hair and slit a lot of throats and grab a lot of hair and poke people. And ain't gonna be nothing they can do about it. They're gonna take them pokes and bleed out.
It's funny that you said
because of all that long hair. You jakes out there with that long ass hair, you need to cut that shit immediately.
It's funny that you said like that because of the fact that, like I said, there was a couple of running backs here this past season, and I mean strong dudes, bulked up, this, that, and the other. The epitome of
dragged across the field because he got that long ass hair.
They got by the guy, this, that, and the other. He grabbed that hair. They like, man, it was like, yo, man, hell, I grabbed what I can grab.
It's part of your jersey. They can grab your jersey.
exactly. It says NFL. It says players with long dreadlocks or braids that hang out of the helmet are subject to the Ricky Williams rule. So they made that rule back when Ricky Williams used to have his dreadlocks hanging out to the jersey.
Yeah.
So anything that hangs that long, they could pull you down. Before it was, if they put their hand inside your equipment, it's horse collar. But if they grab you by the hair, it's fair game. So
there you go.
We call it horse collar.
For vanity, and it just looks so effeminate. And I understand that.
They confused with women all the time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. When you sit down and your hair's way down the middle of your back.
Hey, baby.
That's supposed to be the signal. Okay, you're a female. Your hands down to past your fucking shoulder blades. Yeah, hold on. Damn. Ain't that some shit?
Fix your hair, bro.
Right.
Shit.
Right? Get them scriptures to a barber shop.
Some
That
salt.
was the end of the Ezra. Was Jake holding something else?
He said second thoughts went too.
Yeah.
He said this for last.
Peg her later.
Whoa.
That's why he didn't want to cut his hair.
That's it.
Damn.
And then Whack 100 cussed it. Got his ass good.
The peg her later.
Go ahead, brother.
This
He was cool as long as he wasn't getting hit with nothing bigger than what she getting hit with. Maybe he liked his hair getting pulled.
That's how it is. And for the record, he keeps saying, I ain't never done it. The scripture says, if you think to do it, if you thought upon it, you did it.
Oh, now you try to deny it?
Yeah, he said.
So that was just our
y'all forgave me for that because I repented.
I was talk. But the Lord said every idle word, thought, and
you gotta give account for.
So he said, if you think about
What
it,
man?
Come on, brother. Come on.
Meditate.
Come on. No man does. No man want that shit unless you like that shit. Fuck ass out of here, man.
Weak ass. Anyway.
This Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So, hey, call halal Yahweh Shai. I am going to destroy Esau Edom with the spirit of my mouth. Being the words of the Lord, until he beams me up or lays me down.
That's right, brother.
So with that, all praises, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba
Ball.
That word ain't coming back, boy, baby. Somebody hit my
Go to
thing.
the sellers.